Hey everybody, we just witnessed Halloween 2017, or at least some of you did if you bothered to watch the video. This is my post-Halloween rant. It's something I do every year, of course, at the end of Halloweens, and I talk about kind of the Halloween itself and all this good philosophical jazz, so I'm just going to get right into it. Halloween 2017 was, well, it was predictable. It wasn't bad, it was just kind of your general... went to Nonie's, dressed up as different character this year, the Riddler, and I want to take a moment to talk about the costume. I really thought that this year's costume fit in very well with what I've done in the past. I know I had mentioned that leading up to Halloween. Hopefully now you can understand why. I've always done these kind of like fun, colorful costumes. Like I've never really done a scary costume, and somebody who loves comic books, loves superheroes and all that. Past few years getting to be Deadpool and Venom and more recently Captain America, and now the Riddler. Like, it's all kind of all over the place, but it still speaks very much to who I am. And this costume was a lot of fun to put on and everything. It was a blast, really. And I mean, this isn't too far off from something I would wear. Like, I actually DJ'd a wedding. I mentioned it in the video. I DJ'd a Halloween wedding the week prior, and I wore this suit jacket instead of wearing my usual suit jacket. So it's a fun twist. Halloween really is a fun twist on kind of the everyday. Again, it's kind of hard to be negative. I mentioned this in another video of mine. Like, after an event is over, it's hard to really, crap all over it. Like, not to say this Halloween was bad, but it's kind of hard for me to be like, pick it apart right now. Because, it just ended. I had a good time. Went over Nonie's. Actually went to Mohegan Sun after. Got something to eat dressed as Riddler. So that was fun. Again, Halloween is kind of one of those holidays where it is what you make it. I mean, I guess you could say that about any holiday, but Halloween, at least for me recently and for really a long time, some of my best Halloween memories are, yes, going to Nonie's, but also just some of the extracurricular stuff that goes on sometimes. Like in Halloween 2007, I was going to college. I went to Avery Point dressed as Darth Vader, and I played ping pong as Vader, so it was like kind of one of these quirky moments. And, that's kind of a situation of making Halloween more than what it is. And that's, I'm always left at the end of a Halloween, and Halloween always seems to come up so fast on you, and now it's over, but seriously, no. Every year with Halloween, I'm kind of left with a feeling of, I don't want to say regret, but I always feel like, there's something more I could have done to make it more momentous, but I can never really think of what that is. Like, I can never be like, oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that, but there's just this feeling of wanting more, just based on kind of the past of the holiday and how much fun it used to be. But it's still decent, and every year my friends and I will try to make these plans, like, oh, we're going to go to Fright Fest at Six Flags, or oh, we're going to do this or that, or we're going to throw a party or whatever. I've even considered throwing like a house party like I do for my birthday for Halloween. I don't know. It just never happens. I don't have enough passion. Plus, Halloween usually falls on like a Tuesday or something, and it's just no one's available, and I'm not as devoted to it. I mean, no, I don't know. It's just what it is. I really like this costume. It was kind of a shame I didn't really get to showcase it anywhere except for my grandmother's and briefly Mohegan Sun, but it was a great costume, and the one benefit of it is that if I do go to any Comic-Cons in the future, I can wear it. I do like the Riddler. Obviously, as I mentioned, it fits in with my whole playful theme and just kind of fun and whatever. And we had some fun with it tonight. I had the Amazon Echo read us some riddles and, just fun stuff like that. And that's what Halloween is. As I mentioned before, Halloween is almost more about the video than the holiday. A few years from now, I'll be watching Halloween 2017 going, that was funny, I like that. Whereas the actual day might not have been all that special. But, again, it's still a holiday. I still got to respect it. It's still one of my big 3 holidays, one of the biggest days of the year. Only comes around once a year. I do enjoy the build-up, not as much as Christmas, but I do enjoy the build-up, seeing the Halloween costumes and decorations and stuff go up. It will be kind of sad to see Spirit Halloween stores go away for now. But again, at the end of the day, I do feel like I kind of got my fill. Like, I feel like I got to dress up, I got to get candy, I got to, go over my Nonie's house. And going over Nonie's house, for those of you who don't know, I've been doing this since I was a kid. Like, literally. Ever since I was young, my parents would bring me over Nonie's, and, I would be dressed as something, and that would be like, usually it was the end of my night. It was after I went trick-or-treating, I went to the Halloween party, I'd go over Nonie's, and we'd have a good time, and she'd give me candy, and whatever. And that's the one tradition that I've kept up as I gotten older. And, it's not as significant doing it at the age of 28, but it's still, it's still fun, it's still something. More recently, I've added my friend John to the mix, because, I mean, that's, you know, part of life. You add people to your life, things change and evolve, and for the most part, I can't say Halloween's evolved a lot. The past 10 Halloweens have been almost the same. As far as, like, great Halloweens, 2015, a couple years ago, was one of the few where I really felt like I made the most of the holiday. There have been a few kind of clunkers in there, if I'm being completely honest, like 2014 or 2010, but there have been some good ones. Last year was okay. This year was kind of more of the same. And, you know, again, I'll be able to reflect on this Halloween more after more time has passed, but it was okay. That's all I can really say. Now, as far as what happens next, well, a lot of you already know that. Christmas Central, of course, has been on my mind for a little while now already, I'm sorry to say, and there's going to be more of that to come. But for right now, you know, this is one of the few times of the year I do just kind of take it easy. Last maybe a day, but, you know, Halloween is over. Time to kind of unpack everything and, you know, make my Halloween video, get all that together. I hope you all had a great Halloween out there. I'm sure there are people out there more into Halloween than I am. It's not that I'm not into it, it's just it's been a while. Even 2015 was great, but it's been a while since Halloween really meant that much to me. And we're going to see what happens with the holiday going forward, but for right now, I've said enough, I've done enough. Halloween 2017 in the books, hard to believe, but we are moving on to a new holiday season. You all know what it is, but for right now, I'm going to take it easy. Enjoy this moment as we are on the verge of November 1st, and I will see you very soon. Happy Halloween, everybody.